5.09, Model B, and I will do Model C as well. Okay, so going back to our previous model, we're going to want to factor something out of here. So we're looking at all of our coefficients. We have -3, -9, and 12. What number can we factor out of all that? Well, hopefully you recognize it. It is 3. And because this is negative, we're going to pull a negative out. So -3, and what we have left over is x squared plus 3x minus 4. All right, now that we're here, go to our box method. We're only focusing on this part, okay? The -3 is just going to sit there until the very, very end. X squared, -4. Do our little cross method. A times C and our B. A times C is -4. Our B is 3. So what numbers multiply to 4? And we need to add to +3. Well, let's do what I did last time. Make the first numbers negative. -1 plus 4 equals 3. Oh, and we found it. So this time it was a lot easier. So -1 and +4. And those go over here with an x after them. And then we're going to factor out, going upwards. What can we pull out of x squared and 4x? I can pull out an x. And then once we're here, we're going to work our way around the problem. X times what is x squared? Just x. X times what is -x? It's -1. And -1 times what equals -4? +4. So our factors are x minus 1 and x plus 4. And I forgot one thing, this -3. Okay. I will do the U-try with you guys. So we have two terms here. And like I said before, you want to look at the second term and see if you can square root it. If you square root 50, you get a decimal, 7 point something. That's not good. But what we can do is we can pull out a 2. Both these numbers are even. So we get 2 times x squared minus 25. And now we can square root our 25, which equals 5. So we get x minus 5 times x plus 5. And I'm going to do Model C right now, and then we'll be done. So Model C, first thing you want to do is see if you can pull out a common factor. 3, 8, and 4 do not have a common factor besides 1. So we're going to go straight into our box method. Three x squared goes here. 4 goes there. Here's our cross. 3 times 4 is 12. And our B is 8. Factors of 12, we have 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Because both these things are positive, we know we're just going to have two positive numbers, and 2 plus 6 equals 8. So 2x and 6x. Now we're going to factor out. I like to go up this direction first. 3 and 6, what factors out of 3 and 6? That is 3, and we have 1x at each of them. And then 3x times what is 3x squared? Just an x. Then x times 2, and 2 times what is 4? Also a 2. So we're going to have 3x plus 2, and this is also plus 2 down here. X plus 2 is our other binomial. And I'll do you try as well. This one's a little more challenging, so I'll do it real fast for you guys. So you just have one more to kind of work off of. So 4, -4, -15. Nothing can factor out of that. So straight into our box method. 4x squared minus 15. Do our cross. 4 times -15 is -60. And -4 is our B. So we need to do a factor tree of -60. 1 and 60, this is a big one. 2 and 30, 3 and 20, 4 and 15, 5 and 10, sorry, 5 and 12, and 6 and 10. Now remember, our number that we're trying to get after is negative 4. So if I go through, we need to make one of these numbers negative. So I'm going to go make all my first numbers negative, and we're going to add them. Negative 1 plus 60 is equal to 59. Then we get 28, 17. Still looking for negative 4. We get 11. Then we get 7. And finally, we get 4. Well, none of them is negative 4. So now, let's flip our signs. So the first number is positive, and these are negative. What ends up happening is all these numbers just turn negative. 1 minus 60 is negative 59. 2 minus 30 is negative 28. Negative 17, negative 11, negative 7, and negative 4, which now we have found our magic numbers, 6 and negative 10. 6, negative 10, 6x, negative 10x. Now let's factor out. Going upwards, what can we pull out? They're both even, so we can pull a 2 out. Maybe a 4, but a 4 does not go into 10, so 2 is as much as we can do, and the x. Now 2x times what is 4x squared? That is 2x. 2x times what is 6x? That is positive 3. And positive 3 times what is negative 15? That is negative 5. So our factors are 2x minus 5 and 2x